Sinomach High International Equipment Co., Ltd. Operation and maintenance of skid steer loader. Dear valued customer, hello, and welcome to your purchase of the skid steer loader product from Sinomach Heavy Industry. To help you make better use of this product, Sinomach Heavy Industry will provide you with a detailed introduction to various precautions for the use and maintenance of the skid steer loader. We believe that Sinomach Heavy Industry products will bring you a great work experience and more wealth. This video consists of the following sections: product structure, safety knowledge, operation knowledge, maintenance knowledge. Skid loaders are very suitable for situations where the work site is narrow, the ground is uneven, and the work content changes frequently. They can also be used as auxiliary equipment for large construction machinery. Chapter 1: Product Structure. The working hydraulic system is used to control actions of the bucket, and includes oil tank, working pump, multi-way valve, boom oil cylinder, rotating bucket oil cylinder, leveling valve, oil pipe, etc. The traveling hydraulic system is used to control the traveling of the machine, and includes oil tank, variable piston pump, traveling motor, unlocking solenoid valve, oil pipe, etc. The working device mainly consists of three parts: boom, bucket seat, and bucket. The frame is the basic body for connecting and installing all parts of the whole machine. The high-strength welding process is adopted for the frame, so as to ensure that requirements for continuous operation under harsh working conditions are met. The electrical system consists of a generator, starting motor, battery lighting system, oil pressure, oil temperature, and cleanliness monitoring system for oil circuits, low-pressure alarm device and instrument composition. Chapter 2: Safety Knowledge. Please ensure that you fully understand the precautions stated on the safety label on the machine, and strictly adhere to these precautions when operating or repairing the machine. Danger refers to a case where a direct danger exists. If it is not avoided, it will cause deaths or serious injuries. Warning refers to a case where a potential danger exists. If it is not avoided, it may cause injuries and deaths. Caution refers to a case where a potential danger exists. If it is not avoided, it may cause minor or moderate injuries. Warning sign for overturning danger. This warning sign is located inside the right boom. Load which the loader carries shall be within the rated load and shall never ever exceed the rated load, so as to avoid overturning. Otherwise, the machine will be damaged or a personal safety accident will be caused. User warning sign. This warning sign is located inside the cab. Never operate the loader or work on the loader without reading and comprehending instructions and warnings in the operation manual. For failure to comply with instructions or ignoring the warnings may lead to a casualty accident. It is the driver's duty to strictly observe operation procedures. Warning sign for locking pin opening. This warning sign is located inside the cab. Please be sure to operate the machine according to contents on the sign, otherwise, the machine will be damaged or a personal safety accident will be caused. Crushing danger sign. This warning sign is located inside the cab. Please be sure to operate the machine according to contents on the sign, otherwise, the machine will be damaged or a personal safety accident will be caused. Right hand control handle function sign. This sign is located inside the right control handle guard. Inform the user that she can use the right control handle to control the bucket, rotating bucket and unloading of the machine as well as lifting, lowering and floating with the boom. Left hand control handle function sign. This sign is located inside the left control handle guard. Inform the user that she can use the left control handle to control the machine to travel to the left and right. Warning sign for safety stay rod. This sign is located outside of the safety stay rod of the right boom. In case that the boom is lifted for maintenance, please lower down the safety stay rod, otherwise a personal safety accident will be caused. Emergency exit warning sign. This sign is located on the left rear inside the cab. Inform the user that this is an emergency exit. AFIDI exit warning sign. This sign is located on the rear glass inside the cab. Inform the user that this is an emergency exit. Mind your hand, warning sign. This sign is located at the rear position on the right side of the frame when the boom is lowered down. Never expose any part of your body to this position to prevent injury. Engine start danger sign. This sign is located at the engine starter. Please be sure to operate the machine according to contents on the sign. Otherwise, the machine will be damaged or a personal safety accident will be caused. Maintenance and lubrication sign. This sign is located on the left rear side of the frame. Please be sure to maintain and lubricate the machine according to contents on the sign, otherwise, the machine will be damaged. Lifting sign. Such signs are located on both upper rear sides of the frame and on both front sides of the frame. When the skid steer loader is lifted, lifting hooks can be used to hook lifting lugs on the vehicle body. Please adjust the length of each strand of rope before lifting, so as to keep the whole vehicle basically level. Please pay attention to keeping hooks fastened firmly during lifting. Please use a special lifting tool for lifting, so as to prevent the hood, cab, etc. from being damaged by steel wire ropes. Danger sign for ethyl ether is prohibited. This sign is located on the right rear side of the frame. Please be sure to operate the machine according to contents on the sign, otherwise, the machine will be damaged or a personal safety accident will be caused. Fuel sign. This sign is located inside the oil tank of the frame. Please add hydraulic oil timely to prevent the loader from stopping working. Adding a fluid incorrectly will disable the machine to work and even cause damage to the machine. Hydraulic oil sign. This sign is located inside the hydraulic oil tank of the frame. Please add hydraulic oil timely to prevent the loader from stopping working. Adding a fluid incorrectly will disable the machine to work and even cause damage to the machine. Radiator and fan warning sign. This sign is located on the radiator. Do not touch the radiator when warming up the engine to avoid scalding. Keep your hands away from the fan when the engine is running, otherwise, serious injury or death may be caused. Binding position sign. Such signs are located in front of the frame and behind the counterweight. Inform the user that here is the binding position for transportation and she has to bind this position with the transport vehicle during transportation to fix the whole machine. Sign for quick change connection check. This sign is located on the cross member of bucket seat body. Please be sure to operate the machine according to contents on the sign. Otherwise, the machine will be damaged or a personal safety accident will be caused. Warning sign for tamping danger. This warning sign is located on the front side of the frame. Please do not stay under the boom when the boom is lifted, unless the boom is supported. No touch warning sign. This warning sign is located on the air spring on the lower left side of the cab. In case that the cab is turned up, do not touch the air spring with any part of your body. Chipped glass danger sign. This warning sign is located on the air spring on the lower left side of the cab. When the glass here is chipped, using this machine may cause serious injury. This machine has to be repaired before use. Chapter 3 Operation Knowledge. Instrument and indicator light. Gear mark of electric lock. Fuel level display window. Scat belt indication. Display screen. Oil temperature and pressure. Oil makeup pressure. Engine coolant temperature. Temperature of hydraulic oil. Air filter. Hydraulic oil filter. Preheater. Brake indicator. Headlight and tail light keys, and their indicator lights. Rear light key and its indicator light. Hydraulic interlock bypass key and its indicator light. Parking brake key and its indicator light. Wiper key and its washer key and its indicator light. Washing button and its indicator light. Rocker switch and its function. Equipped with switches. High flow switch and panel light control. Warning light switch. Air conditioning control panel. Precautions for use. The skid steer loader must be regularly maintained and lubricated as regulated. After engine start, the engine idles until the water temperature reaches 40 degrees Celsius and then the vehicle starts running, so as to avoid early wear of moving parts. Generally, if the temperature is below 10 degrees Celsius, it is required to perform electric preheating on the engine before the engine is started. If you cannot start the engine 10 seconds later since the start position is engaged, please wait for 30s and then start the engine repeatedly. The engine can run under full load only when the water temperature of diesel engine is higher than 55 degrees Celsius and the engine oil temperature is higher than 45 degrees Celsius. During operation, water temperature and oil temperature of the engine shall not exceed 95 degrees Celsius, as water temperature and oil temperature during heavy load. It is not allowed to lift the bucket to the highest position for materials carrying. During materials carrying, the lower hinge point of boom shall be kept about 400 mm above the ground to ensure that the vehicle is running stably. Correct method of getting on and off skid steer loader. He shall lower down the boom to the ground when entering or leaving the cab. Use the handrail, fixed in front of the cab, and the pedal for getting on and off the loader, fixed on the boom, to enter the cab. Always remember to keep the handrail and the pedal clean, and avoid injuries due to slipping on the oil-stained ground. If the operator is to leave the cab when the boom is lifted, lock the boom locking pin and stop the engine. Use of seat belt. Seats of the machine are provided with seat belts. When operating the machine to do tasks, the driver shall fasten the seat belt. Before using the seat belt, check the degree of wear and firmness of the safety belt, and replace it if necessary. Use of safety bar in cab. Before starting the skid loader, place the safety bar in the lowered position, which is the locked state. The safety bar is very important for the operation safety. When the vehicle suddenly stops running, the safety bar will protect the operator from forward impact. The safety bar and the seat belt are jointly used to fix the driver in the driver's seat, and at the same time the safety bar can also be used as an armrest. Machine operation. The left control handle is used to control the left traveling and boom of the machine. The right control lever is used to control the machine's boom lift and bucket operation. Emergency exit. In case of an accident, when the conventional exit cannot be used, the operator can open the rear window as an emergency exit in following steps. Remove the rubber batten, and let it pass through the nameplate of escape window. Pull the nameplate, and the front part of the rubber batten can be removed. Open the window glass with foot, and go out from the window. Throttle control. Hand-operated throttle, pull the handle back to increase engine speed. Push the handle forward to reduce engine speed. In most operating situations, manual throttle should be used. Foot-operated throttle. When you depress the foot throttle, the engine speed increases. When the pressure on the pedal decreases, the engine speed decreases. When the foot throttle is used, the hand throttle should be set at the required minimum engine speed. Safety bar of boom oil cylinder. When the boom is raised for maintenance of the machine, install the boom cylinder safety rod. The safety bar can be used to avoid damage to the machine or any personal safety accident caused by the boom falling when the boom oil cylinder fails. Start and stop. Before starting the machine, please make sure that there are no persons working around the machine. And at the same time honk the horn to remind persons around to stand in a safe place before starting the machine. Before starting the machine, please adjust, fix and lock the seat and fasten the seat belt. Put down the safety bar, and the whole machine can be started only when the safety bar falls down. If the machine has been running under full load before, let the engine idle for 5 minutes under no load, so that all parts of the engine can cool down slowly. Turn the electric lock key to the power on/off position, and the engine is normally powered off. Pull out the key, lift the safety bar to lock the loading control lever, unfasten the seat belt, and leave the cab by using the armrest and pedal. Please lower the boom to the ground before getting off the machine. Preparations before operation. The speed of shovel loader shall be lowered below 4 km/h. Clean the operation site, fill and level up pits, and use the shovel to remove obstacles that hinder the operation and damage tires such as sharp stones. Operation mode. Lower the boom to the lowest position, raise the engine speed to the maximum speed, and then shovel in materials at 2.4 km per hour. Retract and lift the bucket. Keep the bucket about 300 mm off the ground during transportation. When the loader arrives at the designated place, you lift the boom and dump materials. All operations shall be smooth. When the loader works on a hillside or slope. If the bucket is full of material, drive forward when going uphill and reverse when going downhill to prevent tipping and ensure safety. If the bucket is empty, you should drive the loader positively downhill, and reverse the loader uphill when the loader runs uphill. Chapter 4 Maintenance Knowledge. Precautions during new vehicle running in. The new vehicle running in period is 100 h in total. Running in is arranged evenly in driving and reversing directions. Load loaded and unloaded within the running in period shall not exceed 70% of the rated load. Note the lubrication condition of the machine, and change or add the lubricating grease at the. Be sure to note the hydraulic oil temperature and the temperature of water tank. If there is a symptom, check bolts and nuts of parts for fastness. During running in, it is suitable to shovel loose materials, and actions to shovel them should not be too violent or too urgent. After cold start, let the engine idle for 10 minutes and then let the vehicle travel. Following tasks will be carried out after the new vehicle runs in for 20 h. Comprehensively check bolts and nuts of parts for fastness, especially cylinder head bolts, exhaust pipe bolts, rim nuts, connecting bolts, etc. Clean coarse and fine oil filters and fuel filters. Check the fan belt for tightness, and note whether the generator charges the battery normally. Check the airtightness of hydraulic system and brake system. Check control levers, throttle flexible shafts, etc. for connection and fixation. Check the connection of various parts of the electrical system, the power supply status of the engine, lighting and turn signal lights. The following work will be carried out after the end of vehicle running in. Change the engine oil. Solemn tips. Please be sure to choose diesel engine oil, diesel, hydraulic oil and other fluid products according to requirements of the manual. Although counterfeit fluid products are cheap and the purchase cost is low, these products will fail early, lose their proper functions, induce a fault of the loader, and cause internal damage to the machine. The damaged machine will be difficult to work normally, bringing in a huge potential safety hazard and even causing personal injury or property loss. Diesel engine oil. The engraved line, static full, on the oil dipstick indicates the required oil level before the diesel engine is started. Dynamic full indicates the oil level that should be maintained when the diesel engine is running. Danger indicates that oil should be added immediately. Change oil after operation for 100 h for the first time, running in period expires, and then change oil every 250 h. The grade of diesel engine oil is CK 415W/40, with a refueling amount of 9 liters. In cold regions, CK 45W/40 grade diesel engine oil is used. Diesel engine fuel system. According to the ambient temperature, select the appropriate model of diesel and replace the diesel filter element every 250 hours of operation. Diesel engine intake system. Clean the air filter every 50 hours of machine operation and replace it if necessary. Oil for hydraulic system. Add oil from the oil filler on the hydraulic oil tank to the middle position of the oil dipstick of the oil tank. The main principle is that pressure oil is produced through the oil pump for the system. Replace the hydraulic oil inlet filter every 500 hours, and replace the hydraulic oil and return oil filter every 1000 hours. In summer, use number 46 anti-wear hydraulic oil, in winter, use number 32 anti-wear hydraulic oil. The oil quantity is 65 liters. Injecting grease under pressure. The parts where lubricating grease is applied are at each sliding bearing or rolling bearing, including Bearings of diesel engine water pump and fan. Bearing of operating lever. Pins and bushings at both ends of all oil cylinders. Pins and bushings in the working device. Normally, inject the grease under pressure to parts above every 50 H. Timely inject grease according to the working conditions. The grade of the lubricant to be used is No. 2 general purpose lithium-based grease, with an approximate usage of 4 kilograms. Sprocket oil. Every 250 hours check the chain tension, adjust the chain if necessary, and check the oil level in the sprocket oil reservoir. The sprocket oil should be replaced every 1000 hours. The brand used is 85W 90 gear oil, and the oil consumption of one side of the sprocket box is 9 liters.